Hello friends and welcome. Thank you for joining me today for some Software Incorporated. My name is Sean, and when we left off, it was March of 1996. We have, I don't know, you guys know what was going on. Watch the end of the last episode. I don't know. We have a bunch of software in development. We've got a bunch of software being designed. We have stuff being marketed. That's boring. Who cares about stuff being marketed? We spend too much time looking at that anyways. We are not making nearly as much money as we were, but we're still doing pretty well. Like, don't worry. There's no worries for us. We have a little over 300 employees, I think. 303 employees, so that's pretty good. I don't see us really needing a lot more. Although honestly, we could probably use additional people in the marketing department. I feel like we're really not spending enough money on marketing, but on the other hand, like we have all of our stuff, like as far as marketing is concerned, um, like it's all has unavoidable marketing, which is like as good as you can get. So do we need to spend more money on marketing? I really don't know. I mean, maybe to get Joyful and like Fast Draw higher up than Prominent and whatever. Yeah, I'm not sure. But when I do look at marketing, I can see that we're only spending, 60 or $100,000 a month on marketing for these products, where maybe we'd be better off spending $200,000 a month in marketing on these products. Perhaps it would get more product out the door. So maybe we're not doing everything that we could be doing. Let's promote these and get those into development. So that means we're going to need to put together teams for those. Obviously, they don't need design teams anymore. That means those design teams can get busy setting up new projects as well. So let's do one thing at a time here. All right, what is, oh, that's not even, I didn't mean to say what is, that's the name of the software. I meant to say what is going on here or something along those lines. All right, but what is 3 needs 4 programmers and 1 artist. That should be pretty easy to put together. What do we have for, we have a bunch of code teams that are bored. Code E has absolutely nothing going on. They seem to have just been left over from having worked on something else previously. I don't really know. But that's easy to pull an artist off of here. As a matter of fact, we can pull a couple of artists off of there and throw them in and see who gets along best with the rest of the team. So we'll go code E, okay. And then we'll look at this team, and since I just loaded this up, we got to reload those things. So it looks like, wow, looks like the artists are the popular ones and the programmers are the unpopular ones. But we'll move you guys back to 0, 0. And yeah, that's a pretty good team. All right, so we will assign that to what is 3, assign code E, put that in the spreadsheet. What is 3? Wait a minute. Did I did those too early. That's not when we're supposed to, dummy. Boy, oh boy. I mean, easy fix, but still. So those should be July then. This is when they go into alpha, not when they go into design. They can languish in the design phase for a long, long time. All right, NoSick. NoSick is going to need 5 and 1. Well, that's pretty easy. We've got code I here, which has 6 programmers, the odd man out. Actually, let's throw in a few artists as well, and then we'll decide who to get rid of. Is it going to be these same artists? Well, probably not, because some of these guys are not fully trained. There's one that is fully trained. And there's another one that's pretty well trained. That one's in class. Oh, that must have been my own doing. That's a designer, so that's not really the right kind of person to have. How about I take, no, okay, I'm going to take that one. So Monty, and then I believe these 2, all right, those 2, and Monty, and we'll move them to, is it CI? CI, okay. And then looking at CI, we need 5 and 1. So, wow, this is a really strong team just overall. I feel bad moving anybody out of there. As a matter of fact, I feel particularly bad if I move a programmer into the design team. So we'll move you into there, and then we'll move you into there. And wow, look at that. 150% is the low. And they don't even have a leader. Could you imagine if these guys had a leader? Holy moly. I need to get somebody trained up to be a leader. Tracy Garrett, I'm looking at you. Your name's Trisha, sorry. All right, so it would help if I assigned them to that project. They would probably get it done a lot faster. All right, and let's just make sure 5 and 1, beautiful. And you up here, 4 and 1, fantastic. You guys are on task. Let's get that clock running again. And I guess that means we need to throw together some more design projects, huh? Looking at our previous releases, we've got Listener 5, Coast 2 Simulator, Kingcraft 2. So I'm guessing Coaster Simulator, we thought about doing Conquer 2, but we're not going to do that. That did not make any money. Pratfall. So I guess we could do Pratfall 2 and Race Drive 3. All right, let's do them. So product name comes later. Game. Pratfall was an adventure game, and there it is right there. Okay. Pratfall 2. Not product Pratfall 2. There you go. It is Project Venus. No, Project Luna. Was I using Project Venus for some of those other ones? What? Why would I sell the IP? Gosh, no. 3D editor. Default release by default by release date. Please, please, game, you're killing me. And that's much better. Listener 4, of course. It is the software that everyone wants. We're going to do all of that. We're going to put it on server 9. Why not? And limited to like 2 million people. So that's really not all that limited. And so we just freed up a couple of design teams. Which design teams were those? It looks like Design C is free, and we probably only need 2 designers. It says we need 3, but I bet you if we assign 3 of it, I don't know, I guess let's put Design B on there and we'll see what it says. Design B. Okay. Everything looks good. Yes. All right, develop. Yeah, now see watch. Is that going to tell me that I only need 2 people on there? Let's clear some of this nonsense out of the middle. Move you up 1 and 3 of 3. Okay, good. Well, that's nice then. And so Race Drive 3 was going to be the next one. So we go there, and it goes a game, and it goes a sport. And then after a sport, it says a Race Drive 2. Race Drive 2, thank you. And Race Drive 3. Game engine, Project Luna. 3D editor, Z Layer 4. Audio tool, Listener 4. Server 4, let's switch it up. And we're going to add in those same operating systems we always do. And how about select all? Boy, all of our games are starting to look the same. Call us Electronic Arts. Ooh, zing. I really got those guys. I bet you their faces are turning red right now. It's not going to be the douchebag team, though. It is going to be a different team, but I don't know which team that will be because I need to look at the team chart. So 0 tasks. Well, it's going to be DC, but I need to throw somebody else onto the DC team. So why don't I throw the DC team back into the pool? Although there's probably only like 3 designers in there. That's probably why. Yeah, really worthwhile there, Sean. Good job. All right. But you know what? I bet you some of these guys are secret designers. Or not. Maybe they're not. Maybe they're all overt artists, and I mean, some of them are barely training to be a designer. Like that one sort of will be a designer eventually. Okay then, I guess I probably should have just left that team as it was. That's going to be DC, DC, okay. I say okay. Close you down, and team DC. Great, okay. Develop, yep. You know what? I bet you that team is the exact size that you need for the design phase of that project. I will worry about the programming phase later on. Now, see, you said you needed 3. I went to all that trouble. Is it because these guys are so good you don't need them all? Who's the odd man out? Well, it's poor Charlotte Henderson. Why don't you go back to the do team and then you can hang out there. All right, that's good. All right, so Pratfall and Race Drive 3. We have Pratfall 2, Race Drive 3. That's number 17, number 18. Great. All set. Oh, hey, look, it's 1800, so we need the spreadsheet up anyways. And it's March. So, Groom gets a press build. Well, whoa, I got to be careful doing that. One of these days I'm going to release something accidentally when I do that. Market, press build. Okay. Game says screenshot time. Is it really screenshot time? As far as I know, it's spreadsheet time. Why are you trying to confuse me? Look at those candy cane trees, though. That is kind of nice. Hey, don't turn the lights off. I don't know, that's fine. I'll make something work out of that. Although I don't like that little window there, and I don't like that I have that open. There we go. All right, so what was I doing? I was going to turn the HUD back on, and then we're going to look at this. So we've got that taken care of. Next up, House Killer 2 gets a press release. Market. Press release. Checkity check, and okay. Write the check. You are done. These things are meaningless, so that was a very easy month for us. April says a couple of press release and a press build, and that's going to be it for April too. Not a whole lot going on. In May though, we've got, oh my gosh, a lot of reviews to do in May, so it's going to be an exciting month if you like seeing review scores come up. And I tell you what, that is one of my favorite things, is watching the review scores come in. It's like playing a game of chance in a way, except you know, I kind of know, I've kind of started to figure out. That's why I'm pushing the review scores out a little further. Have a fairly regular basis at it. All right, so we made like another $20 million last month. That is fine. Z-Layer 4 continues to decline, but with 1.3 million copies sold, I am not complaining. Grave Tricks 2 is doing good. It is definitely for kids, right? Tricks are for kids. Grave Tricks are for grave kids. Let's order another, I don't know, 60,000 copies. Down here, that's a $200 item, so we don't really need more copies of that. And that has $200,000 worth of sales, so I don't need to worry about that. Very good. Top speed is what the cars sound sort of like. If I was a terrible person of making sound effects, I'm no Reggie Watts. Let's keep that stuff going. A lot of followers on this one. Now wait, why does Project Mars not have any followers? Did I miss something on that one? Is it? Oh, that's why, because it's in alpha, you idiot. What's wrong with you? All right. I mean, that's really the only thing that's wrong with me is I forgot to move House Killer 2 up into the correct category. Kingdom Craft 2 maybe will get promoted today. Oh, Listener 5 is just, it was just in the wrong spot, really, that's all. It's not making a surprise run for promotion or anything. It just, I forgot to move it up earlier. All right, there's a promotion for Kingdom Craft 2, and there's a promotion for Listener 5, and now I got to find more programming teams for those guys. I feel like we are running a little low on programmers, aren't we? Oh, now we have 8. 8 programmers down there, so we'll probably be able to manage it, but we've only got one programming team set up, so if we're going to do another programming team, I actually have to like figure out somewhere for them to sit and all sorts of stuff. Which means I probably should stop designing stuff because I've got all these other things that are not going to have anybody to work on them. I'd say that's a good problem to have, if you ask me. Nobody did, but that would be my answer if you did ask me. So I got to start live streaming this so then people can ask me and I can give very insightful and witty answers like the one that I just gave. We are kind of falling behind on support too. So, oh shit! Look at Grave Tricks 2. Boy, it is actually grave. I should not be making jokes about it. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna throw that team on there. I don't like. Well, you know what? Who cares? That's the overflow team, right? Who cares whether they should be on there or not? And then this one doesn't even have. It has CD working on it, which is totally the wrong team. They're probably busy trying to program something. That's not a coding team. But let's get the support teams on there. So it may be that I need to expand our support. I was wanting to expand our marketing as well. Am I just going to put a whole nother floor onto this building so we can handle all the additional support and marketing? I did want to put in a, yeah, let's you know what? I think we might do that. It's not like we can't afford it because I want to put in another programming team as well. All right, back to the task at hand. And that task was to find people to work on Kingdom Craft 2. We need 6, wow, 6 programmers, 6 artists. What we don't need is Design Team A. Let's get them off of there. Get off of there, you jerks. Jeez, stop trying to take over the programmers' jobs. These guys need to feed their families. C comes before all those other letters. CJ comes after most of those other letters. There we go. CJ needs 6 and 6. Let's get those 6 artists on there first. How does that sound? Let's find artists that are actually fully trained. That's a little trickier. I guess I can move them one at a time. That's kind of frustrating. 2. All right, those 2. And I need 3 more. Nope. There we go. 1, 2, 3. Beautiful, you guys. It's like you just heard me complaining and said, Sean, stop complaining. It's really bad video to just listen to somebody complain all the time. And the game people want to, they know that, I don't know what I'm trying to say here. All right. Why do I have a lead sitting on the Team 0 team? That really doesn't make any sense. So you know what? I'm going to put you onto CJ. And I'm going to put on 5 other programmers that get along well. This is not a very cohesive team, to be honest. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And CJ, okay, that is pretty much all of our programmers. CJ gets the coveted exclamation point after their name. Let's make sure I just have it highlighted properly. There we go, CJ. And it is set right there. Information, beautiful. You are being coded. Next up, listener 5. 5 programmers. Well, if you were paying attention, game, you would have heard me just talking about how I didn't have enough programmers. Look at that, CD somehow does not have a task. Oh my gosh, how did that possibly come about? That I'd never noticed that before. Really, CD? Oh, because you guys were coding somehow. You were trying to just hide out with your support team, huh? Well, I've got a job for you, and it's called Listener 5. What we need is 1 more programmer on your team, and that's easy enough because we've got 2 of them on this team. They do not get along, so you know what? Let's change them to CD. right? Well, I'm going to say that's right. And it is right. And then we're going to take the one that nobody likes out, and that's going to be Cleo. Cleo, I didn't like you either. I hope you're not named after a viewer. I'm pretty sure you're not. And we're going to put you into C, O, O, and O means 0 in this case. There we go. Great. So that is 5, and then we just need 2 artists. Well, that shouldn't be too hard, although we are running low on artists as well. D00 team, top-rated artists with actual skill. It's getting to be hard to find. Alicia and Gus. You guys, you're best friends. You're going to be even bester friends with the CD team. There we go. I'm not even going to check, but look at that, 148% compatibility. I'd say that's pretty good. Okay, you guys are set. Great. So they're all working. Now let's go upstairs. No, upstairs, I say. Can I do it the old-fashioned way, like this? Select building floor. No, not spreadsheet. Construct. Clone. Of course my computer can handle it. I have a powerful computer. It looks like I can actually pop that right on there too. Boom. Look at that. Except I want to change the color scheme for this floor. What awful mix-matched colors can I assign? I'm going to make it darker walls, and I'm going to make them kind of a... ew, that's ugly. We already have a floor with like reddish walls, don't we? Do we have a floor with like purple walls? Boy, what kind of floor am I going to be able to get to go with purple? Not a different shade of purple. No. Ugh, purple and green. That is really going to be hard to get something that goes with purple. How about white? That is not white enough. I want bright white. Well, that triple F should be the brightest of whites. Okay, that's fine. We'll take it. Now I need to assign, but that means I'm going to have to hire all new teams. How am I going to go about doing that? I'm going to need new leaders. I'm going to need, yeah, all sorts of stuff, and I will probably do most of it off air. But we can let's take a look and see if we can find some leaders among the existing teams, and then I'll do just a whole bunch of hiring off air, and then we'll have all these new teams set up when you guys come back. So looking at the how am I going to go about doing this? If we look at leads here and marketer, so Jenna or Joanna, oh, and these are all set up by their hours. What am I going to do, like 6, 14, and 22, I guess? So I kind of have to set up those teams first before I can start assigning leaders to those teams. So manage teams, we're going to have market 6, market 14, market 22, and we'll have support, support 18, support, let's see, 18 plus 8 is 26, right? 02, and then support 10. So the reason I have it that way is so the teams can share offices and be in complete opposite of one another. All right, so this marketer will go to, let's, why are you not letting me click on you? You are going to be a fantastic leader there, Joanna Owens. You're going to go to market 6, and you're going to become lead. Edna, I mean, you know, you're next in line here. Yeah, you're fine. Is the next one less stressed maybe? Oh, look at you. You're even better, Jessica Lawrence. All right. You are going to be market 14. And you're going to be a lead. Lead. And how about you, my friend? You are stressed and unsocial, so that's no good. Don't worry, Edna. I haven't completely forgotten about you. Oh boy. Yeah, you're better than that other one. All right, Edna, you get it. You get the third marketing team. I don't know why I had to look at your information there. So you are going to market 22, and you will be a no. You will switch roles. There we go. You'll be a lead. Great. Okay, so you're all set up. So support now. Do we have any programmers? I don't really want to pull programmers out. Like, these are fully trained programmers. I definitely don't want to pull them out. What I do want to do is pull people off the support teams. So like Elise Hayes here. Wait, support 04 already existed? What are those new teams I just set up? Well, let's sort it that way. 2, 10, and 18, huh? So Elise, I don't like your skill balance. I'm sorry, Elise. Weldon, yeah, you'll be okay, I guess. Weldon, you're gonna go to is it support 2? Well, it's going to be at the bottom of the list no matter what it is. Support 2. Elvis? Elvis, yeah, you're fine. Support 10. I forgot to change you guys to leaders. Whoops, that's not what I wanted to do. You guys are both leaders. And I guess Mary Boyd. Yeah, oh yeah, you're good. Social and lazy, I love it. It sounds like a perfect manager as far as I'm concerned. You are going to be on social 18, and you're going to be a lead. All right, so we have got the bare bones setup of our new marketing teams and our new support teams, and I will fill those bones out in between episodes. Thank you very much for watching today. Just a reminder, I don't know what my streaming schedule is to be next week. So just as a reminder, check the banner on my YouTube page for what my streaming schedule will be. I will set that schedule this evening, and I should have it up by the time this video is posted. And you can always check on twitch.tv/vanillapcstrategy, which is also linked down in the comments. If you enjoyed today's video, I hope you'll let me know down in the comments. Hey, I just talked about that, except my link will be in the description, not the comments. I forgot how the internet works. Anyways, leave me a comment or click the like button. Thank you so much for subscribing. I do really appreciate it. And I will see you here again real soon with the next episode. Goodbye.